So I'd like to welcome everyone again to this year's SP Madrid Unstoppable. Again, I'm Ian Madrid, CEO of SP Madrid. So as you may all know, SP Madrid began as one of the smallest agencies 16 years ago. And for those who have had the chance to visit our office recently, you may have seen how we've leapfrogged to being one of the largest and most technologically advanced in collection operations in the country. Tonight, my presentation will focus on AI for collections and the technologies that are set to become available at SP Madrid this year. Maybe we've likely heard about AI over the past year or so. And for those who are not too familiar, sometimes the wrong assumption of AI is that it's just like a genie, where we think it's as simple as making a wish of what we want it to do. And maybe I guess it's coming from being influenced too much of Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 1, 2, and 3. But for a bit of AI history, the pursuit of AI has been in existence for the past 70 years. There's nothing new about it. AI Turing tests have started since the 1950s. There are already machine learning models built by IBM Watson for the last 13 years. So what's the difference now? Why is there so much hype about it? And it's because of the emergence of generative AI, which was more popularized by ChatGPT, maybe a year and a half ago. Now, I'll put more effort first into explaining generative AI or Gen AI. And I'm going to use building roads as an analogy to simplify the explanation. And as we all know, roads are constructed years in advance before cars run on them. Now, following the generative concept, imagine before you drive, there are no roads in front of you yet. And when you start moving, the generative technology will start to build roads for you whenever you move. It's magical. Resources doesn't need to be built in advance. They only appear like magic exactly when you need them. But for now, Gen AI is for digital work. If we are all using computers, smartphones, mobile apps for productivity, then the generative concept and generative AI will cause massive disruption in everything we do. So let me help everyone understand this better by showing you some of SP Madrid's generative AI projects specifically for collections. And don't worry, I'll openly share our AI implementations for everyone to understand it better. So if you remember the QA AI last year, here's how it works. Since most of our industry conversations are in Tagalog recordings, we've used ASR or Advanced Speech Recognition to specifically convert Tagalog recordings to a text transcript. Now, this one whole transcript would not mean anything to an AI. It may understand its context, but it doesn't know how to assess the transcript based on our collections QA guidelines. That's why we've invested in a team of QA subject matter experts and asked them to help us label the QA guidelines on thousands of recording transcripts. And this is what we call human data labeling for QA. The entire thing became the data set and embedded into the AI's language model. Our entire data set now for QA AI alone is at 80,000 rows and constantly being fed to the AI language model. And here's an example of its output. Everything you see is generative sentences in one specific recording. So let's see if our AI is already smart enough for our industry to use it. Opening and closing. The agent opened the call with a good morning. which is polite and appropriate. The closing also included a good morning po, ma'am, Myra, which is polite and maintains a professional tone. That sentence is generated by AI, specifically for the collections QA industry. Consent to record. The agent informed the client that the call is recorded with the statement, over the recorded line po tayo for security purposes lang po. So it can even understand the Tagalog context. PID verification. The agent verified the debtor's birthday for identification purposes, which meets the requirement for PID verification. Let me just read the last one. The conversation control. The agent opened the call with a good morning, which is polite and appropriate. The closing also included a good morning po, Ma'am Myra, which is polite and maintains a professional tone. The result for every parameter is pass, 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 pass. So this is not about the agent. It's basically the evaluation of that agent's performance on that specific recording. The entire QA parameters is 15 points long, and I don't want to read the entire 15 points. But anyway, the final output is to identify high-risk conversations in recordings. And the objective is to escalate all the high-risk categories in real time for instant corrective actions. Our initial POC has prevented so many broken promises in real time. Take note, prevent BPs in real time, not 15 days, not 30 days, in real time, and increase our conversions conservatively by 30%. Now, knowing about the basics and power of generative AI for our industry, we started working on 3 major challenges in our collections industry. The 3 main pain points are, first, how to use AI to improve the quality of recruitment. Second, how to use AI to fast-track the learning curve of our agents. And third, and most importantly, how to use AI to stay sustainable in a highly regulated industry. As a disclaimer to everyone, 100% of our implementations undergo either user consent approval prior to any AI deployment, and client approval as well. So let's proceed with the first one. How to use AI to improve the quality of recruitment. In SB Madrid, recruitment marketing initiatives are being done in the most conservative way you can think of. And that is to do a lot of TikTok. But I'm serious. Okay, a bit of a side story here before we talk more about AI. Ever since, social media has been a game changer for us. But this time, we embrace a totally new concept, which is community-generated content. The idea is that our TikTok content shouldn't be produced by the company anymore. Instead, it would be more powerful if it would come from our community. Who? Our employees. CGC, community-generated content, UGC, user-generated content. These are all concepts. And all concepts are easier said than done. So, instead of telling our recruitment team what to do, I did what no one can imagine at that time.
Today is day 1 ng TikTok vlogging. So, as you know, akala mo naman may nanonood. May vlogging akong ginagawa on a regular basis sa YouTube. As in randomly lang ang ginagawa ko. Kasi ginagawa ko ng parang hard drive storage ko sa YouTube. Tapos binubura ko na lahat ng video ko maghapon. So ang objective ko, mag-video lang for the next 90 days. So may na-realize lang ako, kung 90-day challenge siya, why not gumawa tayong isa pang challenge on top of the 90-day challenge? Gagawin din natin 1,000 video challenge. Alam nyo, J. Jonathan, Shelo, nafe-feel ko may matinding magical na mangyari kung magawa ko tong 90-day challenge na 1,000 video.
The concept is hashtag speed vlogging. It's about short, authentic, real-time vlogs uploaded very quickly. Was it hard? Yes. But the hardest part was the praying part because I kept praying that none of my friends would see whatever I was doing on TikTok.
Tayo ay hindi mapipigilan. Hindi mapipigilan.
Ikaw lang ang aking mahal. Ang pag-ibig mo'y aking
Naintindihan mo sanang di pa ako handa.
Ako rin naman, huwag mo naman ako tingnan banta.
Kahit na mahirap para sa ating dalawa.
Huwag ka madrama, tayo ako sa akin na palabang ka.
But you know what? The 1,000 video challenge for 90 days was just the beginning. To my surprise, it was followed by everyone in the company. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, all of the islands in the Philippines, everyone started to follow my example of speed vlogging on TikTok. From having 0 speed vloggers, now we have more than 300 employee content creators, which we call our Madrid Nation Speed Vlogging Army. And everything just started 5 months ago. As of today, our marketing effort has already created over 10,000 videos, getting nearly 40 million views in total, and resulting to 30,000 monthly applicants. Take note, not views, 30,000 real applications every month to work for SP Madrid, giving our industry more talents to choose from. So don't be surprised if you keep seeing a lot of our employees taking out their phones, vlogging every minute of this event, and even inside the bathroom. Now, here is where the magic of generative AI comes in again. For this, we have the interview AI. For context, me, myself, I've conducted thousands of interviews in my lifetime that I've acquired the skill of quickly identifying potential talents. And obviously, it's impossible for me to do one-on-one interviews anymore. And the challenge we're facing is that the HR personnel we have now that are conducting the interviews are new hires themselves. And I can't blame them if they often make poor judgments. And using generative AI, we can have the interviewees converse with an AI. The applicant will express their thoughts verbally, and the AI will generate questions in real time, matching their intellect and personality. Right now, the interview AI is around 20% completed and will be launched to our HR teams this third quarter of this year. So I have given 2 sample implementations already. Since we don't have much time, I need to go through the other ones quickly. The next industry pain point is for the slow learning curve of our agents. For this one, we have real-time coach AI. It listens to agent call-outs in real time. It provides scripts in real time. Make sure everyone completes their PIDs, helps agent handle objections, and even the AI can signal if it's time to start closing the deal. Next is escalation AI, where conversations are evaluated in real time and notify senior teams if escalation is necessary. Next after that is disposition AI, where the AI does all of the encoding of status for the agent and saves them valuable productive time, allowing them to make more calls, more money daily. Coach AI, escalation AI, disposition AI, all are in POC stages, and will do an official launch by third quarter of this year. Next is Feedback AI. Feedback AI's job is to provide a post-call analysis of an agent's performance. Feedback AI will give them insights on what they did right or wrong based on our standard negotiation guidelines. Feedback AI is 60% completed and will be fully deployed by third quarter of this year. And the final industry pain point is how to use AI to stay sustainable in a highly regulated industry. For this, we have QA AI. This was mentioned earlier, but I just want to highlight that QA AI is an omni-channel AI. It can do audit not only on the calls, even 100% of the chat, text, and emails sent by our agents daily. Another major announcement, which is a non-AI initiative, SP Madrid is gearing up to acquire its PCI DSS compliance. This is actually a big deal, guys, either by the end of this year or early next year. The PCI DSS would be one of the biggest projects yet to ensure long-term sustainability and for SP Madrid to meet global benchmarks. Now, most of what we've presented is not science fiction. However, by the same token, it's also not yet perfect. And just like any other new technology, it would take a lot of user feedback coming from you, our clients, and a lot of fine-tuning to achieve full operational tech maturity. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is an awarding night, and I don't want to make it into a tech conference. With that said, it's about time we hold our first ever collection tech conference, and we are planning to do it this coming October this year. And it will be held in the Discovery Shores of Boracay. Okay, I'm just kidding. That's not true. I just want to check who's still paying attention up to this point. But it's just going to be here in Manila, sorry. Please attend. We are going to showcase more tech projects for collections. There's AI for legal processes, AI for field processes, AI for our collection pipeline analytics, AI co-pilots for our recovery officers when they visit our office, and definitely so much more. We will send an invitation soon. Hopefully you can come, bring your tech guy over, and if you are disappointed that it's here in Manila, not in Boracay, you can still wear your swimsuits and bikinis in the event. Now, for an added bonus to the future of collections, please watch this video. So when we first got the PTEX office last year, I thought it would take 2 or 3 years to fill up that 3,200 square meters of space. And the surprising thing is, we haven't even done the grand opening yet this coming April, and we are already maxed out. With that said, we are proud to announce that SP Madrid is in the construction stages of expanding its PTEX operations again. Not into 1, not 2, but 3 whole floors by 2024 alone. totaling to a massive 10,000 square meters of expansion and tapping the massive Cavite and Laguna workforce of the South. To put the 10,000 square meters into perspective, it's like 25 basketball courts. I'm nearing the end of my presentation, but before that, I have a surprise presentation for everyone.
Thanks for considering this meeting. I truly believe that integrating generative AI into our processes could revolutionize how we approach debt collection.
I'm intrigued, Alex, but I want to make it clear. Our people are our greatest asset. Any solution we implement must augment their abilities, not replace them.
That's exactly the point, Ian. Generative AI isn't about replacing.
Guys, that's just my AI actor. It's amazing, isn't it? It really looks like me and sounds just like me. Anong sinasabi mong AI actor? AI actor ka lang rin naman. Guys, huwag kayo maniwala dyan. Ako ang tunay na Ian Madrid. Huwag kayo maniwala sa dalawa na yan. Lalo na dyan sa nakaitim. Puro kalokohan lang mga lumalabas sa bibig niyan. Anong puro kalokohan? Ikaw nga itong mukhang robot eh. Huwag ka na magsalita pa. Ako ang tunay na Ian Madrid. Ako nga ang tunay na Ian. Ako ang tunay na Ian. Ang kulit-kulit mo, ako nga ang tunay na Ian. Guys, huwag kayong mag-away. Pareho kayong hindi totoong AI actor. Ako ang totoong Ian Madrid.
Okay. I'm not even sure I'm the real Ian anymore. But did you notice, even the generated AI actor clone is not simply just the lips and hands moving. There's even mannerism, eye movements. They're all generated to match the emotion and emphasis of my message. Now, if I can generate my own AI actor clone, generate a script using large language models, then my clone can become an expert in any topic, right?
Now, I'm supposed to start with these operation programs first. This major barring shit. Let's do something a little more fun. How about combat training? Jiu-jitsu. I'm going to learn jiu-jitsu.
The Byzantine general's problem elegantly illustrates the complexities phasing out fossil fuels and shifting to renewable energy sources like solar with neuroengineering. This field applies engineering techniques to understand pag-aralan ng iba't ibang investment options tulad ng stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or real estate. Isipin mo, grabe, sobrang fan ako ni Taylor Swift. Alam mo ba, ever since lumabas yung first album niya, hooked na ako sa music niya.
But why stop there? Why limit it to English and Tagalog? Why not conquer the world?
You wanted to know what the Matrix is, Neo? Trinity.
Hello, mabuhay. Ako si Ian Madrid and finally na-discover ko na kung paano magsalita sa iba't ibang lengguwahe. 因此呢，有料的相信功能，我现在可以用任何语言创建 TikTok 内容，并将其发送到所有国家地区。وآمل أن أترشح للرئاسة في بلدان أخرى. آملا أن يكون ذلك بمقدار لغتي وكمية التيك توك. 多分ねがたくさんの TikTok コンテンツを作る国の一つがその国の大統領になるかもしれない。En tant que président, je peux utiliser la traduction basée sur l'IA pour envoyer des messages à différents pays sans avoir à apprendre leur langue. Es erleichtert die diplomatische Kommunikation und stellt sicher, dass meine Botschaften klar übermittelt werden. På så sätt upprätthålls effektiva relationer med det internationella samfundet. Excited na ako gamitin itong AI technology kasi nafe-feel ko na malapit ko na makonquer ang Mars.
So, I hope you like it. I'm not sure if it was funny or scary. But anyway, I am showing and sharing all of this to you, not to scare you, but to invite you to join us and start reimagining things again. Our team doesn't look at generative as a tech concept. It's a new mindset of looking at things, freeing more time and capital for our businesses so we can devote it to more important things. With that said, please allow us to share with you our team's new mindset for the future. And it's generative in everything we do. In closing, I know we've presented a lot of tech and numbers tonight, but let me tell you, numbers don't tell the whole story. To further express this, let's take a look again at this video.
This is Andrea Pablo Mamaril and I'm turning 15 years in the company. Way back 2009, kauna-unahan kaming batch na nagkaroon ng job fair si SB Madrid sa Orbistondo, Pangasinan kung saan nakatira si Ma'am Sonia. Hindi talaga ako natanggap. Ang natanggap is yung friend ko. Isiniksi ko yung sarili ko. Nagpa-interview ako mismo kay Sir Ian.
Cherilyn Padua, mag-11 years na po sa company this coming April. SP Madrid is my first job. And sa first job kong to, ang dami na pong nagawa ni SP Madrid sa buhay ko.
Crisanto Naigan, 8 years na sa SP Madrid Law Firm. Grabe yung tiwala ko kay Madrid kahit ganun na sobrang liit pa ng company dati. Nakita ko kasi yung future ni Madrid. Actually, hindi kami tinuring na parang employee lang ni Madrid. Tinuring talaga nila kami bilang family. Yun yung napakasarap kasi sa pakiramdam bilang empleyado na hanggang ngayon na lumalaki siya, ganun pa rin yung pagiging humble nila sa kanilang mga empleyado.
I'm Jazel Season and I'm 9 years in the company. SP Madrid is truly my second home where I grow personally and professionally. Naalala ko before, nung bago ako, I don't feel like underestimated dahil sa humble owners, supportive leaders, and approachable co-workers.
Dati hirap na hirap pagtawag talaga. Isang telepono, 3 kami maghahati, hintay mo matapos yung isa bago ka gumamit. Pero ngayon, tigisa na yung mga telepono, tapos tigisang computer, at syempre may napakagandang opisina na komportable talaga.
Dati, I'm living with shame and fear dahil napakatahimik ko dati. Lagi pa nga nilang sinasabi ng mga leaders ko, step out your comfort zone. Grabe yung pagbabago na ginawa ni Madrid sa buhay ko.
Sobrang pasasalamat ko dahil part ako ng growing company.
Nasabi ko lang, mahalin niyo yung trabaho ninyo. Siyempre, i-give back din natin sa company natin by doing our best sa job natin.
Doon ko nalaman sa Madrid na mahina ako. Doon ko rin nalaman sa Madrid na talunan ako. Pero doon ko rin nalaman sa Madrid na kaya ko rin manalo. Kahit yung isang katulad ko ay pwedeng maging champion.
Ang kagandahan dito sa SP Madrid, hindi ka lang puro trabaho kasi tinuturuan ka nila kung paano maging matatag din sa buhay.
Isa po ako sa mga agents na produkto po ng 50 pesos. Habang dumadaan yung mga years, because of the commissions, nabibili ko na lahat ng mga gusto kong bilhin sa sarili ko and nakakapagbigay na po ako sa family ko.
Napagawa ko yung bahay ng pamilya ko. I'm very thankful for SP Madrid. And now, I can say that I am financially stable.
I'm so proud kasi marami akong naipundar sa tulong ni Madrid. Kabila ako ng motor ko. Mahal na mahal ko yung pagmumotor. Bumili pa ako ng isang motor. During pandemic, nakabili ako ng sarili kong bayad lupa na nasa Pangasinan.
Isa sa mga achievements din na pinangarap ko din sa buhay ko na si SP Madrid ang tumupad is yung umalis tayo ng Pilipinas, yung out of the country natin. So hindi lang tayo nakaramdam ng isang beses, 2 beses. I think this 4 times na din tayo nakapag out of the country. Currently, we are building our house na po.
Because of SP Madrid, nakabili na po ako ng sarili kong lupa. Hindi ko po yun mabibili kung wala pa ako sa magandang company.
Dito ko lang din naranasan sa SP Madrid, i-treat ka talaga nila professionally. So balance lang talaga. Wala talaga silang kinikilingan.
Dito ko rin natagpuan ang aking napangasawa.
Pinaka-recent na memorable din, last awarding natin dito sa Okada, yun yung pinapangarap ko sa buhay ko na mag-rank number 1. Natupad siya dito mismo sa kung nasaan tayo.
Thank you kay Madrid kasi yung mga bagay na to, hindi ko ma-achieve kung wala yung tulong ni Madrid.
Andrea, buti na lang, hindi mo tinuloy yung pilinano at binalak mo kasama ni April Resultan na lumipat sa ibang company. Kasi kung lumipat kayong dalawa at tinuloy nyo yon, hindi ganito kagandang buhay na meron kayo.
Dear future Chris, mapapanood mo to ngayon, wala kang pagsisising mararamdaman dahil si Madrid ang pinili mo. Dahil kung ano ka ngayon, yun ay dahil kay Madrid.
This is my first job and definitely would be the last.
Nagtiwala ako sa kakayahan ko, kaya natupad ko ang mga pangarap ko.
Dito sa SP Madrid, my forever!
Thank you, SPM! More in 24!
Aim high and never settle for less because in SP Madrid,
We are unstoppable!
Dear colleagues, while we pursue so many technological advancements in the pursuit of business productivity, let's never forget that for every number that changes, there's also a human life that changes with it. The future is very bright. The future is filled with opportunities. And as we move on to bigger and bolder things for 2024, let me quote our chairman, Attorney Simeon Madrid, in saying, "Madrid Nation, let's do more in..." So let me hear cheers from our Madrid Nation community. Let me hear cheers from our entire collection community. And finally, for the past 16 years of finding, training, and changing lives, a one big cheer for SP Madrid. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the evening.